Nickel has come a long way from being used to make stainless steel for the humble kitchen sink. There are predictions the global fleet of electric vehicles will hit 16 million by 2025. And yes, nickel is a key metal in the manufacture of batteries for those cars. And as the price of nickel rises, that could put Australia's miners in the driving seat. Here's Sue Lennon.
China is powering up as the world leader in electric cars. At last month's Beijing Motor Show, more than 100 new models were unveiled as it seeks to dominate the global electric car race.
China is becoming more powerful, is a powerhouse, will be advanced also in the propulsion systems, and that will be the market of the future.
And that could put nickel in pole position.
The higher nickel-containing batteries have better range, better performance, and that's really what the automakers are demanding for their electric vehicle fleets in the future.
China's car makers and its international competitors like Tesla and General Motors are installing lithium-ion batteries with a higher nickel content. UBS predicts the global electric car fleet will explode from less than 1 million this year to more than 16 million by 2025. While Australian drivers have been slow to get behind the wheel of electric cars.
Electric vehicle demand has the potential to lift the nickel market by perhaps 35 to 40% in 2025.
Western Areas supplies nickel to BHP's Nickel West refinery and China's biggest stainless steel producer. It's poised to take advantage of the emerging market.
I think it's fantastic that there's going to be a game changer in the world of nickel, because we are ready for quite a disruptive upswing.
The nickel miner says it's been talking to battery makers from China, Japan and South Korea about future supply.
The main driver for us is China is now becoming dominant in the EV, and they are currently not using the main lithium-ion battery, which is the high nickel content. So when that happens, and that will happen, we are going to see then quite a large drawdown in the inventories.
The problem is only around half of the world's nickel supply is suitable for battery use, and higher prices are needed to encourage more investment.
To meet that type of demand we're looking at for nickel-type batteries, you'd need to see a significant increase in investment, and the prices at the moment just aren't high enough to incentivise that new supply.
US sanctions on oligarchs and officials linked to Russian President Vladimir Putin saw nickel prices jump to almost $17,000 a tonne last month, the highest in nearly 4 years.
Those issues around disrupting supply of Russian nickel into the market as well has really been a heightened sort of risk for investors.
Big miner BHP failed to sell its Nickel West business a few years ago because of a high clean-up bill, but now it's reinvesting to supply battery-grade nickel.
What they've done recently has been extremely good in terms of business and dropping prices. If somebody came along with the right price, I'm sure that they would consider it.
While forecasts of nickel demand from electric car makers appears to put miners in the driver's seat, Morgan Stanley thinks the electric vehicle fever is premature because the take-up of electric cars may not be as fast as predicted. Lachlan Shaw stands by the UBS forecasts if the industry can meet the demand for electric batteries.
The challenge for the nickel industry will be delivering new supply on time, under budget, and delivering those tonnes as they think they can.
For Australia's nickel industry, there's a lot riding on an electric future.